Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Horror Debate. I'm Michael Mandy, and with me always, Rowdy Jeff.
What's going on, people? We got a different one for you this week. Of course, this is called Case 39.
Not Case 38.
Starring Renee Zellweger, believe it or not.
It's directed by Christian Alvert from last year, 2009.
And I can't even watch Renee Zellweger anymore unless I'm thinking of Jerry Maguire. I have a hard time. Jerry Maguire. I love Jerry Maguire.
You know, I saw her before because I own a copy, yes, a real legitimate copy of the Texas Chainsaw: A New Beginning.
Yeah, me too.
Starring Renee and
Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. You know, but once you shoplift the pootie, Mike, you can never go back.
Huh?
Once you shoplift the pootie, you can never go back. That's Cuba Gooding.
Right.
Jerry Maguire.
You know, I saw that at the drive-ins. I can't remember what the other film was that I went there to see, but Jerry Maguire was the second film.
Yeah.
And it was an endurance test for me. I hated it.
I loved it.
I loved the first 10 minutes of the movie.
No, you love seeing Kelly Preston bounce up and down on Tom Cruise.
But no, the thing was I loved about that movie was I wanted to see about how an agent works and all this, and wow, this is interesting and cool and everything, and all of a sudden it becomes a friggin' love story.
It was wonderful. It's the only love story I'll watch.
That
hard to hold.
But the love story was between Tom Cruise and Cuba Gooding Jr.
I know!
I was like, why is this dude sticking with this loser?
Hey, it was a bromance. It was a bromance, Mike. Look, you're getting all worked up. You're choking yourself to death. Come on now. This is the best bromance movie of all time.
I hated
Renee didn't even have to be in there.
The bromance was between Tom and the little kid.
That was a cute kid, though, wasn't it?
The little kid.
That was a cute kid. Jonathan Lipnicki or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
What a cute guy. Anyway, this has nothing to do with anything except for the fact that Renee Zellweger was in that movie, and I was pleasantly surprised. Renee, it's been a few years, you know, and I was like, man, I wonder, because I haven't seen a lot of what she's done since Jerry, you know, and we pop up with Case 39, who a friend of mine saw this film.
I've heard there's a movie she did called Bridget Jones's Diary.
Yes, I didn't watch that.
But you see, since we're guys, we're not allowed in to see that.
That's right. A friend of mine watched Case 39 in the theater, and he came back going, wow.
Really?
You know, this
hit a theater?
Wait a minute. Saw it in the theater and said, wait a minute, this is actually pretty happening.
I would have sworn this went direct to Lifetime.
No. Direct to Lifetime?
This went direct to Lifetime.
No, come on. Give it some credit, man. It wasn't all that bad.
This was a Lifetime version of Damien Omen 2.
Give us a synopsis of the film.
Synopsis of the film is she's a social worker, and she sees that this case of hers, she's only got 38 cases. Now, for a social worker, that's actually a light load. But anyway, so she goes to this kid who's being abused. And the kid's really scared.
Mike, you take 38 of those freaking kids, and you see if that's a light load, okay?
My wife is a social worker.
I understand.
Trust me.
It's not a light load.
Yeah, it is.
38 of those kids?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
10 of them a day, 5 days a week.
Oh, I'd go jump.
Yeah, well, that's why she gets paid the big bucks.
That's right. There you go.
So anyway, Renee Zellweger, basically, a kid, parents try to kill kid. And so Renee steps in and says no and saves the kid. And then you find out the parents were not crazy.
Well, let me say this.
This is Damien Omen 2.
Hold on a second now. Let me say this. When that guy got his jaw broken,
that was cool.
I'm marked out. I jumped up off the couch and gave the devil horns and the whole 9 yards. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're right in the sense that, let me say this. This movie starts extraordinarily slow. If you are on a roller coaster watching this movie, you will not make it to the top. I mean, you will fall asleep by the time you get to the top.
Well, my wife is a social worker, and she deals with a lot of people like this. So I'm just watching this going, okay, this is a day in the life of a social worker.
No, it took a lot of patience to get to the top of that mountain, okay? But
Lifetime.
But wait a minute. But once it got there and you started to see what was happening, I personally enjoyed the film. I did not have a problem with it whatsoever.
I did. Watch Orphan. Much better movie, same story.
I saw Orphan. Yes. Similar story. But this This was different a little bit. It gave me a little bit different vibe. This was a supernatural kind of thing happening.
There was nothing supernatural.
But did you watch the film?
Yes, I did.
Okay, there was
Yeah.
as I was saying, there was a supernatural thing kind of going on.
Right.
It wasn't some little chick or little guy dressed up as a chick in a dress.
Yeah,
This
no,
was.
but I mean, it's the same as the Bad Seed.
Well,
yeah. It's the same as Damien Omen
but it
2.
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Okay, Damien Omen 2 worked because he was the Satan spawn,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
This is just a little girl who all of a sudden
Don't give it away.
makes
Don't
weird
do it.
crap happen.
I know. I saw where you were going. Wait, don't do it. Stop. No, really, in all honesty, yes, I agree with
Well,
you.
I was watching
I
this
agree with
going,
you the
"Oh, come
similarities.
on."
I agree with the similarities, but I also think that this was enjoyable on its own. I don't think it stole too much from anything at one time.
I think it stole from everything.
Nah.
The whole movie.
Nah, I enjoyed this one. That kid, what was her name? What's the little girl's name?
I'll get it.
Come on, Mike, get ready for this thing now.
Jodelle Furlan.
Sure. Judah Freeland or what?
Yeah.
Jodelle what?
Jodelle Furlan.
Okay, Jodelle Furlan. Well, let me tell you something. She is sufficiently creepy. And I'll tell you that right now. Without it being supernatural
Well,
at
so
all.
was the kid in Damien Omen. So was the little girl from Orphan.
I'm not talking about these chicks. I'm talking about this movie.
So was Macaulay Culkin.
I am talking about... So is Jonathan Lipnick. but hold on.
We just lost it.
Oh, that's all right. No problem. Bear with us. We're just in a goofy mood. But let me just say this, okay?
You can't say Jonathan Lipnicki without laughing. Say Lipnicki 3 times
without
Nip Licky.
I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But beyond cutting off all these other movies, I'm not talking about The Orphan. I'm not talking about Damien. I'm talking about Case 39 taking on its own merit. This chick, this young girl, she is sufficiently creepy because her jaw. Is there something up with her jaw to begin with? Did you see the thickness on that jaw and those little beady eyes? I mean,
It was the opposite of the guy who played her dad. His jaw was made out of glass.
I know, he got
One
rocked.
punch, wham,
He
his
got-
jaw is like sticking out of his ear.
Oh, that was
beautiful.
beautiful, man. but I got to give her credit. I got the heebie-jeebies a little bit watching her do her thing. That being so sweet.
I
But
wasn't
just
getting
so
the
evil.
heebie-jeebies. I was going, been there, done that, saw that.
Oh, you were just you already had your guard up, man. You
No,
as
I
soon
did
as you
not.
saw it was a social worker movie, that was it. You were done. Ring the bell, pin him, stick a fork in him. It's over. You know, I mean, come on, take it on its own merit.
I got nothing against social workers. I married one.
Take it on its own merit. It's not that bad, and you know what? I actually enjoyed it. I'm going to give this 3 stars. I liked Renee Zellweger's performance. I liked her emotional performance in this flick. She's a good crier, Mike. She's a good crier. She cried in Jerry Maguire. She cried in this. I bet she cried in Bridget Jones. She probably cried in everything. But I'm telling
We're
you.
not allowed to see that.
But I am telling you. I enjoyed this on its own merit. I'm going to give it 3, and I think that little girl is she just put it over the top for me. It probably would have been 2 stars if it wasn't for the performance of that little girl.
No, I'm 1 star. I was bored. I was going, when is this going to be on Lifetime?
Well, I was
I
bored.
believe, now Showtime and HBO produce real movies now. HBO
Yeah.
produces this, I swear, should have said a Lifetime Pictures presents.
I was bored for the
slow.
first about 40 minutes.
It was slow. I was bored. The characters don't behave like real people. I mean, when something bad happens, just, I'm going out of town. Take the kid back. Gotta go. Bye. Boom. But that happened? No. You know, a lot of things happened in this. I'm just going, and I went, does this happen in real life? No. But
well,
I just-
you know what? It didn't matter. I enjoyed it. I was bored a little bit. It did not go fast enough for me getting to the point, but I realized then it was just kind of building up.
And then when it built up, I said, "Oh crap! I see where this is going."
Yeah, but you know what?
And
That's
it
why.
went exactly.
But it was
where I
still
knew.
enjoyable. That's why it got 3 stars from me. It's still enjoyable. Check it out or not. Mike doesn't like it.
Nope.
But you know what? It doesn't ever matter. You got to
And you
check
know
out.
what? that chick. I'm sorry. She must. She was swimming underwater for 6 minutes.
Oh, no. We
Come
said
on.
that. We said that.
Yeah,
We said that. We
come
said,
on.
how deep is that lake?
I know. And
I
the
mean-
water was so clean.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness.
So I'll give you that one.
You saw she's swimming. Air bubbles are
Yeah.
coming out left and right, and she's still swimming. And 20 minutes later, she's still
20 minutes later.
Come on.
Anyway,
so 1 star.
I'm giving it 3.
I had to drink 2 energy drinks to walk through this one. All right, I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff. You know the routine.
Yeah, you know the routine.
We'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.